However, not everyone is expressing the same support as Senator Inouye about the governor's decision. That part of the story and reaction from commuters now. From KITV4's Keoki Kerr. Keoki?
Well, Paula, not surprisingly, longtime rail opponents are not happy with the governor's decision to approve the rail transit EIS. Rail opponent Panos Prevadoros, a UH engineering professor, ran unsuccessfully for Honolulu mayor this year.
The major question is, where is the money? So I would like for Peter Carlisle to show us $1.5 billion in federal money. That's where the project starts.
Prevadoros does not believe assurances from the construction industry that the $5 billion rail transit project will be completed under budget and on time.
If there is any wisdom in what we do in Hawaii is that everything comes over budget and over time. Consider now that this is a very strange technology. Nobody does rail in Hawaii.
Commuters we spoke to tonight who live in Central and West Oahu say they're happy rail is moving forward.
You know, anybody who travels that far, like I myself, I live in Kapolei, so it's quite a distance. Every morning you're sitting in traffic for an hour and a half, and then let's not hope it's an accident. So, anything that'll make it a lot easier to get on or to get to town, it'll be great.
As the community is growing, we really do need a rail transit system, especially in this season where Christmas and traffic is really booming.
This woman who lives in Honolulu had mixed reactions.
It does create a lot of jobs, but I also feel like I'm kind of impartial to it because it's going to destroy a lot of property, and it's just going to cause extra traffic-wise now going through the actual process of making it.
But others say Oahu needs rail.
Good, start it. Let's clear up some of the traffic.
I think it's great because the traffic on H1 is just absolutely stopping everything half of the day. So light rail transit would be a super thing for the city.
Longtime rail opponent Cliff Slater, who's head of HonoluluTraffic.com, is not surprised Governor Abercrombie approved the rail environmental impact statement. But Slater said tonight he's surprised that, in his words, Abercrombie dissed the environmental community by not acknowledging their opposition to the elevated portions of the rail transit line. The Outdoor Circle, Sierra Club, and others have taken stands against the elevated rail structures. Paula.
All right, Keoki, thank you. Well, the ideal of rail for Honolulu has been kicked around for more than 4 decades. In 1966, Mayor Neil Blaisdell proposed the idea of rail to alleviate traffic. In 1968, Mayor Frank Fosse picked up that idea and ran with it. In 1980, Fosse lost to Eileen Anderson, and the rail project was dead the next year after President Ronald Reagan eliminated the federal funding for it. Then in 1984, Fosse regained his mayor's seat and resurrected rail. But in 1992, the city council voted against a tax increase to help pay for it, killing the idea once more. Mayor Mufi Hanneman made rail his top priority after being elected in 2004, and the following year, the legislature approved an increase in the Hawaii General Excise Tax to help pay for rail. Stay with KITV4 News on air and online for continuing coverage as the rail transit project moves forward.